Today we're going to take up the future tense. There are several different ways in English that you can talk about the future tense. This page is on the most important ones. There is the prediction or statements of fact, the intention or intentions, the arrangements, and schedule events. The prediction of fact is a statement of fact. The auxiliary verb will is used to make the predictions or simple statements about the fact, about the future. For example, the sun will rise at 6:30 tomorrow. Lunch break today will be in 2 minutes longer than usual. In the year 2050, all students will have their own computers in school. If you help me, I will help you. Do you think she will come soon? You won't pass your exams if you don't start working harder. Here we have an example, a negative aspect of that. You won't pass, okay? I don't know my partner's parents. I know my parents won't let me go to the party. Negative of will. Will it snow for Christmas? I know she's sick, but will she be back in the morning? And you can see the use of will and predicting the future. Then, and it had intentions. We have the auxiliary verb going to. Going to is used in talking about intention. An intention is a plan for the future that you have already thought about. We're going to buy a new car next week. I'm going to work in the bank when I leave school. In the new year, I'm going to stop eating so much junk. He's not going. Here we have the negative aspect. We keep the word going, but we put not in front of the word to make it negative. He's not going to the dance. He's got too much work. I'm not going to watch TV until my science project is finished. And then we have a question form. Are you? See, we put this question form. Are you going to play basketball after school? And here we have, what are you going? Are you going? What are you going to have for lunch today? What? Ask about what is going to happen. Now I have a note here, going to is often used in the past tense to talk about an unfulfilled intention. Example, I was going to study my grammar test, but I had no time. He was going to call you, but he couldn't find his mobile phone. My grandfather was going to visit us, but she fell and broke her arm. In other words, these are things you intended to do, okay, but they are in the past, but they make a statement about what you intended to do in the past. Then by arrangements. The present continuous tense is used in talking about arrangements. An arrangement is a plan for the future that you have already thought about and discussed with somebody else. I'm meeting my mother at the airport tomorrow. An arrangement. Our grandparents are visiting us this afternoon. And as you see, we're using the present continuous. Visiting is a continuous word, a word indicating continuous situation. Sorry, I can't stay after school today. I am playing tennis with June 6th. And then my sister's going to the dentist tomorrow. Okay? I'm not returning home for the holiday, so I can come to your party after all. And then we have the question for, here we have the negative form, I am not returning home for the holiday. We have the question form, are you doing anything on Sunday morning? Do you know if he's going to dance with the Mayoka next week? These are question forms. Are you and do you make them into a question? Then we have the scheduled event. We use the present simple tense and usually used to refer to the future events that are scheduled and outside of our control. Hurry up, the train departs in 10 minutes, using the present simple form, depart. I leave Frankfurt at 5 o'clock in the morning and arrive in New York. I leave, okay? That's the present simple form, and arrive. She has an opportunity, she has an appointment with the headmaster after school today. She has. Simple present. There are no need to hurry. The train doesn't leave for another 30 minutes. And then in question form, here we have the negative form. There's no need to hurry. The train doesn't leave. Doesn't leave. Okay, and then we have the question form. When does the meeting begin? Very good. Now we go to more of the future tense. Okay. Trying to get it lined up here. Here we have the present perfect continuous. I have been working in the garden all day, and now I'm extremely tired. She has been living. That's the present continuous form. She has been living. Okay, in a one-room apartment. Let's skip a little bit faster. Let's go to the negative form. We haven't been living in Germany very long. And then we have the question form. Why are you sweating? Have you been running? Question form. Then we go to the past perfect continuous. I had been working in the garden all day, and all I wanted to do was sleep. Then we have the question form. How long had you been playing the piano before the accident with your hand? Okay. Then we go to the future continuous. At this time next week, I will be sitting in the plane on my way to New York. I will be sitting. Future continuous. Don't call me after 10 o'clock. I'll be sleeping. Very good. Then we have sort of a negative form. I won't be working on my car this weekend. My mother-in-law will be here. Then you have the future perfect. I hope my mother will have finished. You see, we have the future perfect. I hope my mother will have been finished cooking dinner by the time I get home. Okay, we go, you can come at 6 o'clock. I will have done my homework. And then we have that was the future perfect, I'm sorry. Then we have the future perfect continuous. By the time I retire, I will have been working here 45 years. Okay, there are quizzes that go with this. I can present them at another time. Anyhow, this is the end of this program, and I will do more.